Oh no, Robo.
And here we are, everybody. Chapter 7. Gods Will Be Watching. This is Quiche from OhNoRobo. And I have finally beat this game. It was a great experience. I highly recommend it if you want to challenge yourself. If you've watched all of these videos, thank you very much. If you haven't watched any of the videos and you're just coming in now and you haven't played any of this game and you want to play it, go ahead and stop watching this. This is a walkthrough spoiler video. This is the last chapter. This is the last. I kind of think they meant for chapter 6 and 7 to be a single chapter, but they decided to split it up for reasons of the story or whatever, because this is just the last battle. This could be considered, I guess, like a boss battle with Liam. And I'm going to try my best to show you guys how to judge the visual cues that Liam gives you. So at first, I'm actually going to probably purposely die for you, just so I can show you what you need to be looking for. Now, this first move is usually always the same. He's got his little blue laser. That's a visual cue to let you know that he's about to try and slash you. When this pops up, you're going to want to always use the jump back option to prevent yourself from getting slashed and killed. Then let's super click through this dialogue. The visual cue you're looking for here is he's in a neutral stance and his right arm is cocked up, just slightly cocked up towards Burden. At this point, you want to always use the punch option. That pretty much lets you know, that neutral stance lets you know he's ready to be punched. So let's do that. That's going to push him back. The main focus is not to let him get you in this corner and not to let him annihilate you with one of his super laser weapons or whatever. So this stance, you can see that he's kind of in a aggressive stance here. He doesn't have a laser up, but he's in slightly aggressive stance. This is his kick stance, and just you'll see you want to use the block when he's in his kick stance. So the right arm is straight, it's not cocked, and it's not down. It is straight at Burden. You want to block the kick. Okay, well, he didn't kick, so I'm obviously completely wrong there. Hands cocked up, neutral stance, so that's going to allow us to punch. He is going to kick. I promise you he's going to kick, so you want to use the block. Maybe there's must be some difference between this stance and the stance last time. So this was probably the kick stance. Okay, and he's in the kick stance again. Okay, kick stance again. No, that was a block stance. So I guess the kick stance can either be a block or a kick. Him either blocking or him kicking. So maybe they want you to try and make a guesstimate there. Maybe that's random. I'm not sure. Neutral stance, arm up so we can punch. Explosion. He's got his red laser out. When he has his red laser out, you want to punch him. You're going to punch him before he has a chance to do his laser. So punch. He's in his kick stance again. Get through the dialogue. Okay, now he's switched. He's switched to his arm being down. He's in his neutral stance. His arm is pointing towards the ground, towards Burden's feet. This was the tricky stance that it took me a little while to catch on to. But this is one where you have to jump back because he's going to use his laser sword without powering it up. Now he's in his... I guess he's either in his kick or his block stance. So we want to block. And he blocked. And now he's in his arm down stance. So we want to jump back. Prevent ourselves from getting killed by the blue laser. Neutral stance. Arm cocked towards Burden. Punch. kick or block stance. Okay, kick or block stance. I just always block right there, honestly. Kick or block stance. Now he has his yellow charge. The yellow charge means he's about to do his yellow shield. If you attempt to punch him, you will die. What you can do here is you can use this feint option, I guess that's how you pronounce that, and you're going to actually do an uppercut underneath his shield and get a hit on him. So, kick or block, I just recommend blocking. Kick or block, block. Kick or block, block, stance. And again, geez. Okay, so he blocked. His arm is down. We got to jump back. There's nothing else you can do there but jump back. He's in the kick or block stance. Now he's in the yellow laser charge shield stance. All these names. So we want to use the feint option. And we're getting pretty close. I think we're about to be done with this. Block. And now we can punch. So I hope you've kind of caught on to how best to judge the visual cues that Liam gives you. And there you have it, people. Liam is defeated. Those are pretty much all of his moves. I didn't die. I played this 4 or 5 times just to learn the moves. Just experiment with it. If you can't get it the first couple of times, just experiment for a little while. It continually repeats the level until you get it. So, you have one more choice at the end of this particular dialogue. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I've done both of them. There's no achievement associated with either decision. There's no challenge associated with either decision. It doesn't matter what you pick. Really just pick what you wanted to do based on the story. You know, the stories I thought was fairly compelling. It was pretty cool. It got a little bit confusing, but I think it was supposed to get a little bit confusing because you're not exactly supposed to know everything there is to know about Sergeant Burden. And he's kind of repeating his life or whatever, repeating all these scenarios. He's been there a million times, blah, blah, blah. So just pick this depending on which choice you want to make based on the story. Xenofiler is probably the one that I went with first, but like I said, I did both of them. So honestly, these guys did a really great job with this game, and I hope they have some DLC or a second game. I would love to play through another one. I hope you also enjoyed these walkthroughs. I hope maybe they've helped you out a little bit. And leave me a comment if you got a challenge for me. I still will probably want to go back to these levels and replay them and kind of challenge myself to get some of the other achievements. So if you guys have a specific challenge that you want me to do, feel free, drop me a line, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And thanks again. We'll see y'all later.